Glitch in the moonlight, bass in the bones. Bike guys humming through the catacombs. Chat lights up, screen starts to gleam. Raise a grave, this is Mr. Grimstreams. Glitch, glow, welcome in. Graveyard doors open, let the night begin. Mic check, light set, let it breathe. Hang tight, family, don't leave. Neon on the headstones, flicker in the haze. Static in the air like a radio wave. Loading up the chaos, getting set to roll. Drop a little hay while the screens take hold. We keep it spooky, but we keep it kind. Laughs in the dark with a bright little shine. If you're new here, pull up real close. You're in the graveyard and you're our folks.
Turn it up, let it ride. We're alive in the after hours vibe. One more blink, one more beam. Say it with me,
Mr. Grimstreams.
If it's for chaos, you're in the right place. We've been undead with a smile on our face. No doom, just memes and dreams. Welcome to the graveyard,
Mr. Grimstreams. Glitch in the moonlight, bass in the bones. Bike ice humming through the catacombs. Chat lights up, screen starts to gleam. Raise a grave, this is Mr. Grimstream. Bike ice on patrol, running deep in the wires. Keeping things smooth while the beat climbs higher. Keys clack, screens flash, overlays clean. This is the warm-up, this is the in-between. We got jokes in the dirt and sparks in the sky. Coffin lid groove with a wink in the eye. Say what's up, throw an emote, toss a vibe, getting dialed in. Let the moment fly.
and if you feel eyes in the corner of the screen,
That's the grave gremlin. She's mean but seen.
she may be lurking, creeping where you can't see her. Quick tip, don't feed her.
Don't feed her snacks, don't feed her fries. She'll steal your food, then act surprised if the mic pops off or the lights go dim. Yeah, that's her again.
If you're here for chaos, you're in the right place. We keep it undead with a smile on our face. No doom, just memes and dreams. Welcome to the graveyard,
Mr. Grimstreams. Glitch in the moonlight, bass in the bones. Bike ice humming through the catacombs. Chat lights up, screen starts to gleam. Raise a grave, this is Mr. Grimstreams. Alright, we're almost ready. Let the shadow sway. Stay a little longer while we set the stage. Graveyards buzzing, hear the spirits sing. Every little moment's got a lightning ring. Community strong, every name gets seen. From the quiet lurkers to the loud hype team. If you're hanging with us, you're a part of the dream. Lock it in, lock it in. Mr. Grimstreams. Welcome to the graveyard, Mr. Grimstreams. Welcome to the graveyard, Mr. Grimstreams. Don't feed her. Welcome to the graveyard, Mr. Grimstreams.
Hello and welcome everybody to another week of 5-Star Cup Series racing action. Kind of a little bit of a different vibe today. I'm going to be doing my best to hold down the fort. Wolf unfortunately couldn't make it today, so here we are on my end of the scale. Brand new to this, not going to lie to you. Haven't been on this end of the broadcast booth in quite some time. But I think I got everything ironed out here. So everybody just got done qualifying. They're getting ready to grid now. Let me see if this works. It does. Fantastic. We got 16 cars out here today. Tyler Justice looks like he pulled off the pole position in that Legacy Esports number 77 with Blake Neer in the number 14 on his outside. We're going for 375 laps. There are stages. Don't have that set up, but I'll get that for you here as soon as I can. Colby DiCarlo in third. Boyd Hogan in fourth. Caleb Begg in fifth. Vincent. I'm not going to offend by trying that. I had it last 2 weeks ago, but I haven't seen it. I think it's Picardi. Yeah, Vincent Picardi in sixth. James Morvant in seventh. Tanner Love in eighth. Manazzi Major in ninth. And Tony Avila in 10th. So we are getting ready to rock and roll. Ignore the multiple lights at the top of the screen. I will eventually learn how to remove that. But for now, let's get them ready to rock and roll. Make sure I'm live here. Sure am. Just taking a moment to make sure everything is good to go. So you're going to see some random flashies going on here. Just making sure everything is set up as it should. A little bit of track information for you here. Well, weather conditions rather. 68 cool degrees. Winds of about 13 miles per hour as the pace car hauls itself into the pit road. Here we go. Coming to the green flag. Green is out. A little bit of a delayed jump from the number 77 to Tyler Justice. Neer had to back off a little bit to avoid a penalty there. They are filing out single file as we see Boyd Hogan trying to work the outside of the number 17 of DiCarlo. Boyd was able to come out strong on the outside line, take over the position of third place here. A little bit of double wide action going on back there. Picardi stuck on the outside of the number 12 of James Morvant, but he's trying hard as we go on to the nose cam. It looks like everybody's minding their P's and Q's. This is a long race after all. Wouldn't want to have to cause too many problems early on. Use up those tire sets that they have. Justice holding on strong with the 14.971. Near right on his bumper with a 14.999. Now a 955. So these guys are working in consistent speeds here. Looks like Justice didn't even change his lap time on that one. He's real consistent. Hogan looking to try to catch up to Neer. Let me know, guys, if there's anything going on with the audio, if I'm too loud, too quiet, cars are too loud, too quiet, etc., etc. Everything seems to be staying clear as the first two cars are trying to keep distance from Hogan. Hogan's got a little bit of space off of DiCarlo there in fourth place. Begg just trying to hang on, see what he can cook up there in fifth. He's running a 15.2 versus the first four's low 15 to high 14s. So a little bit of a difference there. Everyone else is kind of evening out as far as lap times go, so nothing too crazy. We'll take a look back here. Ooh, as the number 87, or is that the 82? Sorry, the 82 of Manazzi Major had a little bit of brush with the wall, nothing too bad. Looks like he's collecting it. As Tanner Love in the number 51 works his inside. There he goes. Nice clean pass. Ooh, trouble for the number 8 of Daryl Hahn. Let me find him, as he had a little bit of trouble there. Let's see if we can just get a nice little rewind going for that. Yeah, it looks like he just lost it coming out of the corner there. Hey, appreciate that. Thank you for joining the family. As Hahn in the replay goes up to the inside. Nice little save from him. Looks like that's going to be minimal problems for him. Just his tires are going to be a little bit more worn out. but no big deal as he's looking like he's trying to get passed by, let's see here, let me see if I can get a better camera angle of the number 9 of Tommy Carroll. Looks like he can't do it. Han's been able to collect himself pretty well. Let's jump back up and see how the number 77 of Justice and the number 14 of Near is doing. Still some heat from Near. Nothing too crazy as you saw the 77 kind of bobble there. A little bit of a shake there again as he has to get on the throttle pretty hard to keep that number 14 from getting that momentum and trying to take him on the next corner. Colby DiCarlo was able to get around Hogan, I believe. Yeah, let's go back and take a look at that. That way I can test out this. Just looks like he had a really good run coming out of there. Yeah, Hogan was like, no, I'm not going to fight you on that one. DiCarlo doing a good job holding it up high. Builds that momentum. Hogan holds on strong on the inside, though. Takes him a couple rounds around the track to get it done, but he sure did. Johnny Avila made a pass on Vincent Picotti for position 5. Let's take a look at that. Nice, clean, quick pass there. Not too shabby of a run there. Let's go back live and check it out here. What do we have going on the front? Same story. Now, however, Near's looking on the outside of Justice, going into the corner here. Let's see if he can build up that momentum on the outside. I'm sure Justice is fighting those tires as he's been sliding them coming into turn 1. Near holding on strong on the outside. He was able to complete the pass. Hey, appreciate you joining the family. As Near takes over P1 coming out of the turn number 2 there. Coming around to take the official lap. So now he'll be scored as the leader once again. Nice pass. Hey, thank you for the subscription, Hourly. I appreciate that. Yo, what's up, Paul? First time dropping in. Hey, I appreciate you, Paul, coming on in here. Yeah, we're doing a little bit different style today. I got the privilege of broadcasting and announcing these guys as they try to complete 375 laps as Justice is getting competition from DiCarlo. DiCarlo looking on the inside. Justice with that momentum coming off the corner of 4. Going to be able to hold him off for just a little bit longer there. Guys starting to migrate up to the high side, trying to see if they can make a little bit more speed up there. Seems to be working for Tyler Justice in the number 77 as he's able to gain a little bit more space off of Colby DiCarlo in the number 17. Right up against that wall. Man, I miss old Bristol. Oh, as he gets a little bit loose and taps the wall, opening the opportunity for DiCarlo to take second. Don't look too far, though. Boyd Hogan in the number 96 is going to be really hungry to try to close in that gap and maximize off that mistake from the number 77. Looks like there's nothing too crazy going on, though. He's able to gather it up, get those tires a little bit cooler from that slide. Yeah, looks like they're going to even out here. Hogan's running a 15.006 versus Justice's 14.971. Oh, look at that, though. He closed in that momentum pretty good. Just can't quite make the pass happen just yet. I'm sure he's going to keep winding him down. That pressure in the mirror does a lot for you, especially here. You know, it's such a short track. You're really focusing on your end points. Hogan shoots down to the inside for his preferred line. He's able to get to his quarter, just not able to get any more momentum. Let's take a look at Blake Near. Looks like he's holding on strong with the 14.955 lap time. So he's getting a little bit of distance from DiCarlo. DiCarlo got a little bit of space between him and Justice, so I'm sure he's not focusing too hard on that. Let's take a look through the field here. Everyone seems to be single file spaced out. Couple close cars that we might want to keep an eye out. Here's number 72 of Begg and the number 51 of Tanner Love. Love's just slowly making some progress. He's trying to get up some positions here. Sitting pretty even. Our biggest mover so far is the number 63 of Johnny Avila and Joe Stafford in the number 57. They've moved up 5 spots. Matthew Cisna, though, he's moved back 5. Let's take a look at him as Daryl Hogan's looking on his inside, trying to get around him. Nice clean pass. He makes it look real easy down there at the Bristol Motor Speedway as we're looking up here from the booth. There he goes. Daryl Hahn trying to recover from his earlier slide down to the inside wall. No contact, or at least no severe contact, so he's just really worried about those tires, I'm sure. But it seems like they're not working too much against him, as he's able to hold that inside line, and Cessna just continues to fall back as his tires wear down. Let's take a look back up here where we at with Near. Still a good gap. Colby DiCarlo now has a little bit more of Tyler Justice in his mirror, but nothing too crazy there. Let's test out this overlay here, see what the distance is. DiCarlo's almost a second back off of Near. Justice 1.2 seconds back off of Near. So Near's looking to make a run away from this, see what he can do. Let's see what the best times are so far. 14.955 by Near, 14.971. So it looks like Near's just running the fastest lap time so far out of everybody. That's going to be real good for him. As the race goes on, maybe he can replicate that and stay the fastest car out there. Taking a look at the gains here. As you can see, Avila 5 spots up. Stafford making moves back there. Let's take a look at him. He's now up 6, making him our biggest mover. He's got no competition out back, trying to hunt down the car ahead, which is going to be James Morvant in the number 12. He's looking to try to gain up on Casey Clark Jr. there in the number 36. But everybody seems to be spaced. Oh, as we switch over to Begg, as he just taps that outside wall on exit. Doesn't look like that did too much for him. No big deal on that. Let's go back to the gap and take a look and see where we're looking. Yeah, everybody. Closest person is Carroll to getting lapped down as he's looking at the back end of Matthew Cisna, trying to close in as much as he can. Lap times around here, as you guys saw, high 14s, low 15s. You would have wrecked 35 laps ago. Yeah, you know, honestly, these cars are real fun. As Near is actually catching up some lap traffic, that's not what he wants to see. Here at Bristol, it's all about where. Where do you get these guys? And how do you pass them? That's a secondary thought, because if you get them in the middle of the corner, you got to stick it out and slow yourself down, as he looks at the back of the number 9 of Tommy Carroll. Looking to the inside now. See right there, you just can't do much. You can't rotate your car on a dime like that. As he goes to the inside of Carroll, try not to lose too much time, as we're looking at the gap at the left side of the right side of the timing bar, at the left side of your screen. Justice slowly but surely getting there closer and closer as Near completes his pass on lap traffic. Carroll looking to try to make an opportunity out of this. Looking to make a pass on Matthew Cisna. See if he can do it. But that's not good for Tyler Justice, as he's coming up to this battle. That's going to slow him down. As you can see, 1.1 seconds is the distance between Near and Justice. It was 1.4 before Near caught them. Now he's got to really make do with what he can here. As he gets right up on the bumper of Cisna, he's like, man, you got to go. As you can see, 1.4 now is the gap between Justice and Near. This is not what Justice wants, as he's going to get a little bit of impatient here. It goes on the inside of Cisna. Cisna holds it nice and easy. Boyd Hogan making good work on that outside. No delay there from Cisna. Hogan now looking on the back end of the number 6. Ooh, right up against that wall, killed his momentum. DiCarlo looking to try to maximize as well. And you know something? Look at the number 63 right on the back of the number 17. You know, these lap cars are really helping everybody out, except, well, honestly, not really helping anyone except Near, I should say, as Justice is 1.5 back off of Near now. Lap 46 out of 375. So he's still got a long way to go. This isn't too big of a deal to catch these guys this early, but if you're trying to maximize your track position for green flag stops, this isn't what you want if you're not Blake Near. 63 now looking on the inside of the number 17. Couldn't quite get the momentum, couldn't get the run as he comes tightening up to the bumper. No such luck there, but Vincent Picotti right there as well, looking at these guys getting bigger and bigger out of his windscreen. Guys, it's hard to English, okay? I'm sorry. Oh, look at this. Near, right on the bumper of the 00 of Larson, of Gordon Larson there. He's like, dude, I gotta go. Oh, it's a hard shove. Oh, that's not what Near really wants. As you can see, its front end is kind of pointed in. Good news, Bristol, not an aerodynamic track, so that's not going to hurt him too bad. But yeah, Justice is now 0.9 back, so that really helped him close in that gap. Let's go right on the roll bar here as we watch how Justice handles the double zero. Double zero learned that time. He's like, never mind. I'll let you guys go. That was too close for comfort there. Let's right on board with Near. As you can see, his competition not too far back. 0.6 now for Justice between Near, and it's closing. Near might have run out his tires just a little bit more than he wanted to. He might not be able to get up that go that he wanted. Let's see what the last times were here. Near's in the 16-second brackets with Justice at the 15.8, Hogan 15.9. Let's see what it's updated with no lap traffic. 16.1 again versus a 15.912. So Justice really looking to see what he can do. Let's take a quick look at the roll bar as we got, oh, the 66 of Gill right there. Let's see what kind of interference this can be, if any. Let's go on to TV mixed camera, so we're going to kind of just ride along for a moment. Let me lick my lips, get some moisture back to them, and if anything exciting happens, I'll unmute. And oh wait, hold on. Justice on the inside of Near, going into turn number 3 here with the number 66 of Ray Gill holding on, trying not to go a lap down. Tyler Justice can't quite make it happen. The outside just built that momentum. Seeing 77 wobble a little bit there, trying to get on acceleration. These cars are really back-end happy when you get on that throttle coming out of the corner. So as the tires wear off, you can either get real tight or real loose. I appreciate that, Mayor Mom 829. I'm trying. I sure am. Oh, man, I want to see this action. Let's not do that mixed camera. Oh, as Near gets to wall, that's going to kill his momentum. The 96 of Hogan looking on the inside of Near saying, hey, man, that P2 is mine. It's time for me to shine. Here we go into turn number 1. Can Hogan finish the job, or is Near going to get that momentum? No, he almost gets that wall, has to slow down quite a bit. Not what Near wants, as his tires are officially gone. I am sure of it. 77 looking on the inside of the number 66 of Ray Gill. Ray Gill's a real good guy, real good driver, so I'm sure he's not going to be trying to be in the way too much, especially now that he's officially a lap down. As Hogan looks on the inside, trying to close in that gap on the number 77. Every time I think about stop talking, man, these guys just make it even more exciting to watch. Oh, jeez. Oh, Gill in the wall, trying to be nice to give Near the room. Near's going to look on the inside, going to fly on by. Everything seems to be pretty good, pretty nice and smooth. As we're going to go ahead and go into that TV mix, and we're just going to ride along with Near for a moment. Or, I'm sorry, Tyler Justice. Actually, never mind. I want to see this battle. Hogan looking on the inside of the number 77. Can't quite get that momentum. That outside really proves to be a challenge coming out. Now, entry and middle, you can get your car to rotate the best on the low side, but you just carry so much speed and so much exit that you really are a force to be reckoned with when you're sitting out there. As Hogan can't quite get it done, we're going to keep this TV view here. And now's my break. I appreciate that. Alright, I survived my few moments of silence. I hope you guys enjoyed the very quiet sound of cars. I truthfully don't know how to turn it up without breaking your immersion. So hopefully you guys can hear everything okay when I go silent. But yeah, I was looking while I was taking a moment to rest my voice. I didn't get any information on stages or anything like that. So unfortunately, real impromptu status up in here. Not going to be able to really get you much. Yellow flag is out. What in the world happened? Let's see if we can go back and take a look at that. Matthew Cisna on the number 6 seemed to have a problem. Let's take a quick look here. Going off. Oh, just comes right up into the number 9 on the front straightaway. Spins him out. Front end damage to the 6. Some pancake damage to Carroll. Man, that's unfortunate. Oh no, what in the world? I wanted to go back more. Let's rewind this. Let's go on board with Tommy Carroll. And let's see what happened there as we let everybody wind down real quick. Just gets real good momentum coming up on the outside. System may never even knew he was there. And yep. Oh, just hard hits. Looks like we got a lot of people pitting, which is more than likely going to be the entire field. Let's go back live and take a look. I, for some reason, can't seem to lock onto people when they pit. There we go. All right, things are working as the number 77 looks to get his pitting done. I'm going to have to look into that and why I can't lock onto people. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you for joining the family. The ding threw me off. Wasn't quite sure exactly what kind of notification that was, and I'm honestly using my phone for my my stream check-ins instead of my second monitor since that's taken by the broadcast software. Everybody's coming in for 4 fresh good years, possibly full of fuel. As we are looking at the number 77 of Tyler Justice. One thing I like to do here, since I have the opportunity. Where is it? There it is. Boom. Let's make that red, since his car is red. I'm having a lot of fun with this. Someone shouldn't have given me permission to use this. Oh, man. All right. Well, let's take a look at the car manufacturers, since we're under yellow. Lap times are going to be a lot smaller, or a lot slower than normal. Driver input's working yet? Nope, can't see it. All right, no worries. Just kind of playing around with these buttons while I buy some time for us to get this green flag action to go. Looks like our leader is going to be Colby DiCarlo after those pit cycles. They are in fact doubled up. They are getting ready to rock and roll coming out of turn, or going into turn 3. I don't know what kind of English that was, but hey, we're rocking it. Let's get ready to rumble here. They're racked and stacked and ready to crack. Let's go. Get into the green line. Green flag is in the air. Good jump by Colby DiCarlo. Vincent Picotti trying to hold on strong on the outside line. 63. Going to be on the inside behind them in 3rd place. Battle for the lead. 17, number 47. These guys side by side going into turn number, I believe, 3 and 4. Yep, here they come straight away. Looks like Picotti was able to come out strong, secure that lead for at least 2 corners. Can he hold on to it for longer as everybody else is? Ooh, a little bit of a wiggle from the number 20. Number 12 of James Morvant back here. 77 of Tyler Justice wanting to try to get past Begg on the outside. Makes it look easy. Near, not ready to give up, sitting there in 8th. He wants to make a pass on Begg as well. Like clockwork, there he goes. Building that momentum on the outside, trying to run good. What's going on up front? 17 looking at the bumper of Picotti. Nothing too crazy there. Let's go back to these guys. Justice now on the inside, or the outside of James Morvant. Morvant's got nothing to really hold on. I don't think those guys pissed. Ooh, I'm telling. I don't think these guys pitted. So these new tires are definitely going to be what you want to move up through the field. These guys still holding on strong though. Let me take a look, see if I can find. Yeah, I'm not seeing him. Oh, he did pit. Okay, so yeah, they might not just have this setup underneath them to really hold on strong. Let's take a look back up front. DiCarlo, whoa, number 63 sliding around there, able to save it. What a save. That was good effort on his part. We had a pass for the lead that we missed, unfortunately. DiCarlo looking to, whoa, oh, double slide there, number 51. Oh, good save. Good save by that. Man, we just can't look away. Every time I think about showing you an exciting little thing, another exciting little thing happens. This is just great action out here as number 77 of Tyler Justice is now in front of the 63 of Johnny Avila. Justice wants to try to hunt down Picardi and DiCarlo. I'm sure he's going to be able to do that. Let's go back to looking at our last laps here. DiCarlo running a 15.5, Picardi 15.4, 15.5 for Justice, 4 for Avila as he's looking on the inside of Justice. Good job by everybody so far to keep this flag set to green. 82 out of 375 laps. This is wild. Wild, guys, I tell you. I'm sorry. I'm left alone. I need an adult. I just say things. Hey, but you know what? I'm having fun. Hopefully everybody else is having fun. Looking back through the field, 96 of Hogan looking to try to make a move on Near. Looking to just to the inside. Here he goes. Inside into the corner. Hogan, real good run there as he makes the pass on Near look easy, but Near's not quite done with that momentum. He hangs nice and easy, though. No big pressure for Hogan. Hogan looking to move forward, try to catch down or catch up to Avila. Let's see what's going on up ahead. Everybody single file. Justice with a really good run. Looking to keep that momentum on the outside so he can build up a pass on Picardi. Picardi holding strong, though. Slowly but surely, that gap is getting smaller and smaller as you see a good run from Justice there. Right up to the bumper of Picardi on the outside, building that momentum again. Let's see if he makes a pass on the inside. No, he stays, elects for the outside. He wants to keep that momentum going. As you can see, he's now on the outside. Outside, door even, quarter clear. Good pass by the number 77 of Justice, looking to continue running down the number 17 of DiCarlo. Looking back a little bit more, Boyd Hogan here, if I can English, slowly but surely closing in on everybody, running slightly faster the lap before, not this lap time, or this time by though. He was running faster than everybody else on the board, it looked like. As Avila looks on the outside of Picardi. Picardi doesn't really have much for him. Easy pass for the 63 right now as everything's still settling in, tires warming up and wearing down. Boyd now on the outside of Picardi, trying to use that momentum to his advantage on exit. Whoa, wobble from the number 63. Good job holding to her. Boyd makes that pass on Picardi look easy. Once again, these guys are just running, but Picardi wasn't quite done for a second. Realized his momentum wasn't there and moved right back up to the outside. Boyd looking at the bumper of the number 63. 63 looking in his mirror at the bumper of Boyd. See if we get another wobble out of the 63. No, he's holding on strong, doing well. Let's see where our boy Joe Stafford in number 57. He's currently our biggest mover, sitting in 9th right there. Gets a little bit of a wobble, but he's able to hold on to her nice and tight. Let me test something with that number. Oh, man, it should have been... Let me test some things out here. Ah, man, I was hoping that I could get his cool little number font there showing up, but unfortunately can't quite do it. No worries at all. Still, good-looking car there. Hopefully that's up to date with the paint schemes. You know what? Let me do a quick reload. Cars go gray, then they go how they should be. Yeah, that's a clean-looking Chevy right there, I tell you what. Let's look back up front. Oh, perfect timing. Number 77 of Justice looking on the inside of DiCarlo. DiCarlo trying to keep that momentum to his advantage on the outside. 77 not really running the inside. He's kind of moving up, trying to keep that that ability to have the ability to keep that momentum. Man, what a good battle here for the lead. DiCarlo holding on strong. Justice really giving it his all. As you can see, these cars just getting a little bit upset coming out of the corner on throttle up. But still, these guys are doing good. But you know something? This is good news for... Whoa, it's a little bit of a wobble from Justice. Let's go on board here with Avila. And let's see, can we go on the nose? Yeah, let's go on the nose. As you can see, these guys are close, door to door, trying to do their best to hold on or make that pass, depending on who you are talking about. Great race so far. Thank you, Hourly. I genuinely appreciate that. I agree. Oh, look at this. He's looking to make a move. Let's do something a little different. Let's just go full bore racing is number 77 still stuck on that inside trying to complete that pass. DiCarlo doing a real good job on the outside, holding on strong, keeping in position. Oh, contact! Oh, what? Oh, man, good job by everybody to keep it cleaner. A little bit of contact upset the 77, pushed him back to 4th, but he did good at making sure nothing bigger would happen. Nothing bigger happened from that. 63 now wanting to try to take that lead from DiCarlo. Running the outside, runs those tires a little bit hotter, wears them down a little bit more. So DiCarlo's definitely going to be feeling that competition as Boyd Hogan now enters the chat inside of the number 63 of Johnny Avila. Let's see if Boyd Hogan can make that happen as the number 77 of Justice is like, guys, that was just a quick intermission. It's time for me to hunt you back down. Hogan still holding on strong on the inside while Avila holds strong on the outside. That exit momentum is nothing to play with. It really allows you to kind of secure your lead or your position or whatever you want to call it, track position. My brain just stopped working there for a moment. Sorry about that, guys. Justice making the pass on Boyd. There we go. No worries. Justice looking to make that hunt back down to the lead. Good turn by Hogan there as he's able to keep that pressure on the number 77. If the 77 wanted the inside line, Hogan's making sure he's not going to get it. Let's move up. Looking at Avila now on the inside of the number 17 of Colby DiCarlo. He's going to be putting on that heat. Little bit of a, I would say, a couple-inch tap there. I know they didn't make contact, but when you can hear their car, you can hear how close they are when you're sitting inside that cockpit. So, caution is out. Yellow flag, James Morvant in the number 12. Let's take a quick look here. Going into the corner. Throttle up, slides it on the exit of turn 4. Oh, love tap. Just a little bit of a hit to the inside wall from Morvant. No big deal. I'm sorry, Morvant. I will ask you for clarification. I'm going to call you Morvant. Hopefully that is what it's supposed to be. As someone with a difficult last name, I understand the pain and the discomfort when someone messes up your name. As we're going to go take a look at these guys going down to pit road, everybody wants either a set of 4 and fuel or just fuel. I'm going to take this opportunity to thank everybody out there for hanging out, being with us. Manazzi decided not to pit as of right now, possibly to get a lap back. I didn't quite see who was down. But yeah, I want to thank everybody for tuning in and hanging out. Hopefully I'm doing a good enough job for your entertainment. I'm sure you guys are really here just to see where your favorite driver ends up. But it's still nice to know that you guys aren't absolutely disgusted by my voice or what I am doing up here in the booth. I am doing my best. Wolf is definitely professional. I am not. Looks like the 82 decides to pit. We'll be seeing how these guys shake up. Looks like Colby DiCarlo came out in front of everybody out of pit road. The guys ahead of them are, I believe, trying to get their lap back. Number 6 is a lap down. Yep, looks like everybody's trying to get their lap back. Pitting is kind of appreciate me. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I was messing around with this timing system, and I went, why race when I could have fun in the booth? And so I'm happy that you appreciate me being here. That makes me feel good. Yeah, pitting, though, is sometimes the hardest thing to commentate on because you only have a set of eyes and one screen. So you really can't tell who's doing what and when, you know? Let me see what the race recap shows us right now. Lap 109 out of 375. Leaders currently Colby DiCarlo. 2 cautions for a total of 8 laps. 6 lead changes so far. That's real cool to see. Lights are out. Avila on the inside. That tells me Avila came out in the lead from pits. So that's cool. That's cool to see. Let's see what these guys can do as everybody is double file, ready to rock and roll. DiCarlo showing as the leader. Avila showing in second. Usually it's leader inside, second outside. Third is the number 77. 96 on the outside. Pace car takes a dive. Let's get ready to rumble. Green flag is in the air. Good jump by the number 17. But the number 63 is holding on tight on the inside. He's not quite ready to give it up just yet. He says, yo, we're ready to roll. We're ready to go. These tires are nice and cool. Let's warm them up with some pass for the lead. Couldn't quite get it done, though. Everybody seems to be, whoop, my bad. Hit the wrong clicker, sorry. Oh, 17. Whoa, buddy. That was scary. Good job by everybody keeping it off of him as that shuffles the number 17 back to 5th. Bag sliding on the inside. Keeper. Good job there, Bag. Good job in that Majors Esports car of not causing a yellow or causing major damage. Let's go back up front and see. We got a Villa in the lead now after that bobble from the 17. Boyd Hogan, he's a force to be reckoned with. Usually up front in these races by design, not by chance. Number 77 to Tyler Justice says, dude, watch out. I'm coming through. I want this lead more than you. As he's building that momentum on the outside, Villa comes up. Yep, comes up, tries to take that momentum away from the 77 as we got tire smoke going on, but no caution. No caution just yet as we were looking at the number 63 of Avila. Now Justice says, okay, fine, I'll take the inside. I'll be able to hold it off. You can get that momentum on exit, but I'll get that rotation. That momentum, though, coming up real strong. Oh, 77 real up close to that wall. Going to have to slow it down to keep it off as he slides. Saves it. What a good job by the number 77 of Tyler Justice. But now that means Boyd Hogan and Johnny Avila are going to get a little bit of a distance. Tyler Justice got a little bit of heat from Bacatti. But Justice and the number 77 seems to be able to hold on tight to his racecraft and now can take off from Bacatti as Colby DiCarlo now is wanting to come back up and take care of business, as some of them say. We heard some cars hit the wall somewhere in the back, but no caution. We're still green. Number 17 looking. Bump. Oh, look at that. A little bit of a bump to Bacatti saying, man, listen, if you ain't fast, you got to move because I want this outside. Bacatti holding on saying, dude, you can hit me all you want. It's Bristol, baby. You ain't going to rattle my cage at all. Morvant got a little bit of loose coming out of the corner, but he was able to save it. Good job on his part. Just saw him at the top of the screen for a split second. Colby now backing off a little bit from Bacatti as Bacatti's trying to get his car under control so he can gain just a little bit of speed on the number 77 of Tyler Justice. Let's look up front. Still no severe competition from Hogan as far as Avila goes. He's sitting there comfortable. A little bit slower lap times, but, you know, the margin is not that big, so it's not that intimidating, I'm sure, for the number 63 as he's sitting cool, calm, and collecting the lead. Running a faster lap that time. Let's get back here, see if there's any exciting things happen through the field. Everybody's pretty single file, spaced out. Different lines you see, somewhat inside, somewhat outside. Daryl Hahn looking to try to make a move on the number 12 of James Morvant. I believe the number 12 was the one that brought the caution out that last time, but he got 4 fresh tires. Bristol, baby. Aerodynamics don't mean much as we look. Whoa! Morvant got a little bit sideways as I meant to actually click on Tanner Love in the number 51 as he made a pass on Casey Clark in the number 36. Whoa! What happened to the number 17 there? Is he slowed down quite a bit? Hold on, I'm clicking all the wrong buttons here, but no worries. Tanner Love in the number 51 looking to the inside of the 17 of Colby DiCarlo. He must have gotten a little bit loose, lost some momentum in the number 17. Ooh, yep, there he goes with another wiggle. 51 of Tanner Love trying to make that work for him on the inside. There he goes, completes the pass, but that momentum is going to be in favor of DiCarlo. DiCarlo blips that throttle. No real attempt there to get that position back. DiCarlo might just be more focused. Victor Del Porto Racers rating. Hey, I appreciate that raid. Thanks for bringing in your peeps. Much love, much support. As we're looking, DiCarlo still trying to keep his car, get it under him as he's now looking on the outside of the number 51. Can't quite make that outside lane work though. That rotation you get on the inside is just beating DiCarlo. Most of his gap closing is happening there on the exits. Boyd looking on the inside of Villa. Can he make it happen? I don't know, but we're going to find out together, folks. Sorry to take away from that battle back there, but the lead That's kind of the most important position. If anyone would like to argue with me, I'd be more than happy to hear why. Boyd makes that pass, but Avila's not quite done. He says, no, I'm taking the inside now. You can use that momentum, but I'm going to try to get this rotation. Boyd, though, better rotation and momentum through the corner. So that now secures the lead for Boyd. But if you look ahead of him, the number 6 of Cisna looking to get a lap down, looking to not. We'll see how it works out. Tyler Justice now looking on the inside of Avila, trying to make a move for second position so he can run down the number 96 of Boyd Hogan for that lead. You know, we talked about it earlier. That gap is, we're going to switch that to the timer there. 0.7, but Boyd is now up with that traffic, so let's see what happens. Justice still attempting to complete that pass. Avila says, you can stick your nose in the position, but I got that momentum. Justice got it done, but now Avila wants to be right back there and try to get it. But the problem is the 6, slower traffic. Oh, Bacardi now stuck on that outside. As Cisna's on the outside, letting everybody go on the inside. That's going to work out for everybody, including Boyd, as he's now 1.1 seconds. He made quick work of those guys. He's now going to look to maximize as Justice is hunting down the number 66 of Ray Gill to try and continue in closing that gap on Boyd. But the thing is it's about where you get these guys. The number 66 of Ray Gill in that sports clip, I believe Toyota, yep. He's a really good racer, really good guy. He's not going to try to be in anybody's way, but the problem is these drivers catch him at the worst spot of the corner. There's nothing that can be done. So let's see what can happen here. So let's take a quick look back the field a little bit. Daryl Hahn back up to 8th. He's moved up 6 positions. Joe Stafford in the number 57. He is going to be our biggest mover, plus 8 sitting there in 9th. And that's really impressive. That's good work for him. He's looking to try to see what he can work here as we are on lap 138 out of 375. Justice just now getting to the back bumper of the number 66 of Gill. Gill's not for position. He's a lap or more down. He's 1 lap down now. He's been getting the lucky dog. As Justice looks on the inside, Ray Gill says, no worries. Go on, my friend. I'll be hanging out. Vincent Picotti sitting in 3rd. Johnny Avila in 4th. My apologies. I was looking at a number, and my brain don't like numbers. We're going to take a quick moment here, my friends. I am going to rest my voice as everybody looks to make it around the lap traffic. We're just going to kind of go through the field, look through some of the most exciting. Maybe we'll even go on board, but I'm going to give my voice a quick rest. As you see the 82 looking to get around the number 9. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Man, every time I try to say something, things get exciting. That's not for position, by the way. That's just for slower traffic trying to tell them get out of the way. Caleb Bagg and Manazzi Major there for positions. The number 9 is currently sitting 1 lap down as well. All right, folks. Hope you enjoy. We're going to go on board. Actually, no. Let's go to TV mixed and just kind of cycle through the different cameras, and I will be right back. ladies and gentlemen, I just took a look at my scoreboard here. Looks like Blake Neer decided that he does not wish to run any longer. I'm going to break the immersion here, and I am going to go to his laps, and I'm going to see when the last lap he ran and see what happened. Just out of pure curiosity. So he gets the outside wall there. Seems like he just pulled off. Disconnection issue maybe? Got the wall again. Let's fast forward this and see. Yeah, he just pulled off. Oh, well, that's a shame. I personally like to see Blake Neer run. He's a real quick guy, and it is what it is. Yo, what's up, Mitch? Thanks for tuning in, my friend. Let's go back live, see what's going on at the track. What camera are we on? I don't even know. All right, looks like Hogan put Minazzi Major a lap down. That gap between Hogan and Justice is 0.7, and closing and gaining and closing and gaining, which, I mean, you know, that's pretty normal for corners and how the timers work, but that just means Justice is holding on, if not closing in. So that's a good sign there, as he's now 0.74. Looks like he's losing a little bit of time in the corner, but gaining it up on exit. That's possibly because he's running that middle line, getting that straighter exit out. Ignore my car, I'm eating. I don't wanna. I'll stare at it. Hold on. I'm assuming you're number 12. Yeah, we'll stare at you. Yeah, we'll just take a moment here to put Morvant in the bucket of shame as he's eating. No. I'm not gonna stop. $50 and I'll stop. No, let's go ahead and get back up to the action here as Morvant decided, you know what? Food's more important than these guys. How dare him? Every so often I'm gonna click that button. We're gonna put you on the broadcast, get you some screen time since you're not out here battling for positions. The 51 looking to make a pass on Minazzi, not for position, but for speed, really. Slower traffic means slower lap times. I mean, that's obvious. I shouldn't have to say that. I don't have to say that, but I did. Sue me. Please don't do that. I'm broke. Blame Johnny. He made my set and made me break the right front. Johnny Avila, the number 63, the guy that's currently sitting in 4th place. Johnny, how dare you? That is just... I smell sabotage. I'm just saying. I'm not accusing. I'm just saying. Oh, man. We're going to have to pull him in for an interview later and ask him what's going on with that. Let's see if he can sit up in the podium and make it happen. Justice now 0.4, 0.5 back. So half a second off of Hogan. Lap 161 out of 375. You know, out of curiosity, how many eight lead changes so far. So there's been 2 successful passes since the green flag dropped this time around. So we're looking to make it 9 as Justice gets a little bit of a wiggle. Just a little bit of a wiggle, but he's able to keep her going. Vincent Picotti now 1.9, almost 2 seconds back off of Hogan. DeCarlo 6.4 seconds back, so some trouble for him. We all know he's a quick driver, but either some adjustments or tires just did not agree with his driving style or track conditions as he's hanging on, probably hoping for the next caution to come out. But with 17 cars, I don't know if that's likely. Everyone here, they have wobbles, they have bobbles, but they sure do not fall down. They're like that little weeble wobble, but they don't fall down type of guys. You know what I mean? I hope I'm not aging myself, even though I'm not that old. I'm just kind of looking through, trying to see what the excitement is going on. Not much. Let's go on board with the number 77, and let's give you guys a pretty cool look that I personally like. The gyro cam. Let's take a look at the banking here at Bristol Motor Speedway. You know, this was talked about in the real race broadcast. You know, these guys in real life pull about 3.5, 3.6 Gs every corner. And just looking at this, as you see, they go to make another pass on Cisna. Not for position, but to put him another lap down. That puts him 4 laps down in total, which means they're going to be coming up to Major here in a minute. Right there. Is that Begg, actually? Yeah, Boyd's coming up to Begg to put him a lap down. So I was a little bit off on the way the standings work. You would think incrementally it would tell me immediately that Begg's the next person to go down. But for some reason, I was not looking at the gap, which is 15.6 for Begg. So that means he's definitely a lap behind. Let's look at the gearbox out of the number 96 of Boyd Hogan. You can see Justice getting closer and closer on exit, on entry, but middle, just a little bit better of a rotation for Hogan. Ooh, Justice right up against that wall, trying to use every inch of Bristol Motor Speedway. Let's go back to the... Where'd he go? There he is. There's Mr. Begg on the outside, as that will slow Hogan down just a little bit. But with being able to have that inside line, his rotation, again, is going to be better. So it's not going to hurt him too bad until the exit comes, because he can't quite use all that. Oh! Begg into the wall, but he saves it. Man, Begg does not want to go a lap down as he hits that wall again, trying to use every inch of the track. But sad news is that safer barrier does not move, so you don't get any extra inches up there, as everybody's able to make a pass on Begg for the lap down, securing Begg to be in the lucky dog position. Han's in pit road. Cisna's coming out of the pits now. Some drivers electing to get some 4 fresh tires here on lap 175. I'm sure a lot of these drivers are wanting to go in and get fresher tires, but the problem is, if you got that track position, you want to run them either bald or dry. And I know they're slicks, but I mean, when you start cording these things up, I guess they'd be extra bald. I don't know, guys. I just work here, okay? I'm doing the best I can. As we take a look at Vincent Picotti in the number 47, looking to try to make it past Begg. Begg already a lap down, so there's real no reason to run super hard on that outside line. No reason to hold up any of these faster traffic. As you can see, he elects to allow Picotti to get that exit that he would prefer, I'm sure. Major going another lap down here, going 2 laps down, as you see Picotti looking on his outside. Avila sitting comfortably in 4th position. No competition out back from Tanner Love just yet. But let's take a look at those lap times, shall we? Who's under threat? Avila with the 15.902. Tanner Love with the 16. So Avila sitting comfortable. No one behind him running faster lap times other than Han, but he just got fresh tires. And he is, I believe, 3 laps down. So he's not going to really have any competition. You know, Hogan not running that much faster lap times than Justice. That's going to allow Justice to slowly but surely wind him in. Let's see what it is this time around. So yeah, still slightly slower than Justice. Not the biggest interval there, so it's not going to be the quickest closer. But lap after lap, if consistency stays, that means Justice is going to be able to catch him. 15.8 from Picotti. He's zooming, guys. Picotti really wants P2 right now. He's doing the best he can to hit those maximum lap times. Hogan ran slightly faster than Justice, so that's a good sign for Hogan. Hogan, though, back up to 16-second lap time. Justice with the 15.99 and Picotti with the 15.94. So while Picotti is faster, not that big of a difference. Oh, look at this, guys. No wonder. Number 36 and the number 57 under fire, trying not to go a lap down. I apologize. That's going to allow Hogan now to maximize and build up his speed again. Hopefully running back into the 15-second brackets. Not quite. 16.1. Justice still a little slow from that traffic. But look in the mirror, Justice. You got Bacatti. Thanks to those lap cars, he's right there. And with him running slightly faster lap times, that means he's going to start working to try to make things happen. So looking on the inside of Justice, trying to keep that momentum going. 15.9 versus Justice's 16.0. Oh, a little bit of a slide from Bacatti. That's going to kill his momentum. Wear out his tires just a fraction bit more. I know I talk a lot about tires, guys, but now in 2026, these specialized tire models and things like that, tire wear is a real big factor on these things. I don't know if they're as bad as they were when I started focusing on learning them, but used to be back in the day, if you spin your tires just a fraction, you're done for. So I apologize. It might get a little bit annoying hearing tires, but that is a big factor of racing nowadays. Fuel consumption and tire wear, those are your biggest detractors from being able to perform well. You can have the fastest setup, the fastest car, but if you overdrive it, you just hurt yourself in the long run. And these guys are no strangers to long runs. That's exactly why this league is here. These guys are some of the best racers. And right now, some of these drivers are just outside the top 30 of the Coca-Cola qualifying series. Hogan, for instance, is just sitting outside the 30. Dallas Pataska, not here today, but he also is just outside the top 30. And I'm very thankful to say Boyd Hogan is helping me with the Majors Esports team. He's helping me secure some good positions in my lower splits for that. I'm 164th. I'm going to give myself a little bit of a yeehaw. I didn't race all of them. I'm one race short of everybody else, but I'm slowly moving up the standings, giving me hope for next season. I'm going to try to go pro myself. And with the help of Majors Esports and Majors Garage, I've been able to do pretty well. So just want to give a thank you to this guy. As we're actually looking, I don't know why I clicked there. Sorry for ruining your immersion. You can fire me if you want. But we're looking at the number 96 in the Majors Garage. What? Toyota. It's right in front of my eyes, and I would read it if I can read. But yeah, just a quick thank you to them for what they put on and everything like that. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here up in the booth broadcasting either. They're the ones that put me in on this. You know something? While I was yammering, Picatti was able to make it around. Whoa. As Justice gets a little bit of a wobble off of 4, that definitely opened the door to Picatti making a nice pass on the inside there on the number 77. I just wanted to show you. But guys, we got to go back to replay mode because take a look at this. Vincent Picatti on the outside zooms right up to the fender of the 96, keeping that momentum going, keeping the momentum strong. He's able to take over the first position. So good job there, Vincent Picatti, on that pass for the lead. Let's go back live as we look as they pass more drivers here. Let's take a look at who's a lap down and who is not. DeCarlo is the only car not a lap down as far as the top 6 goes. So 7th and down is at least 1 lap. That is just a testament to some of these guys and the effort they put into not just learning the racecraft, but setting these cars up and really applying themselves. These guys are just flying around. I'm not going to lie to you. I was watching practice. I saw some of these lap times and went, no way, Jose. I'm not going to be able to be competitive here. And it all worked out, I think, guys. Able to put on a good show for you guys up here in the booth. I did it again. I need to stop doing that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's take a look through the field here. The number 9 yielding to the number 63. Good move on you, Tommy. That was a beautiful job done. Very respectful, very good race control there by Tommy Carroll in that number 9. Tommy Carroll Jr., technically. I should call it respectfully. I apologize. Boyd got around Ray Gill in that number 66, not for position, just to be able to keep distance as small as possible from Picatti in the number 47. As we are now on lap 203 out of 375. I'm going to take a moment here, and I'm going to tinker with this live timing real quick. we're going to go on to a TV mixed again. That way it's nice and different for you guys. And give me 1 minute. You know what I want to see? Now, no longer in the pits, he completely pulled his car off. James Morvant. Morvant? Ah, you know what? I'm going to call you Morvant now. Just because of that. I'm changing your A to an O. How? Why are we doing this? Because. What are you eating? A 25-foot sub? Oh, look at this. Number 63 looking on the inside of the 77 of Tyler Justice. Can't quite make it happen, you know. They say it both ways in my family. Now I gave up. Oh, man. Quitters never prosper, sir. Nah, I mean, look at me. I'm up here in the booth. I quit before I even started, so I have no room to talk. Number 77 has some competition as Avila really wants to take in that position there for third. Can't quite make it happen. He can get the look. He gets the door, but he just can't quite get the momentum to work for him the way that he wants it to. But he's not done yet. Whoa, a little bit of wobble, a little bit of wobble. Both of them getting a little bit of loose, man. These guys are really going for it. I really wish I could show you guys the inputs of these drivers, because when they start wobbling, man, it's cool to see those wheels go left, right, and the throttle up, down. Maybe I'll figure out a way to get that going. It's number 36. Whoa, wobble from the number 77 again. That's going to allow Avila to try and get to his inside. Not quite able to do it, but look in front of him, guys. Boyd Hogan now has competition from the 77 and the 63, but Hogan with good momentum on the exit as Avila goes to the outside of Tyler Justice, hoping to be able, oh, taps the wall, no big deal. I would say Darlington Stripe, but we're not at that track. It's a little bit of a Bristol rub, you could say, as the pass is completed. Number 63 of Johnny Avila sitting in third. Tyler Justice in fourth. He's back 3 positions since the grid, but that's not too bad. We still have quite a bit of laps to go here at Bristol Motor Speedway in the 5-Star Cup Series League. 2.5 seconds is the gap between Hogan and Picotti. Vincent just really dominating right here, right now in that Boss Haas number 47. He's like, guys, you know what? You had your fun. It is now my time to shine. And that gap is getting bigger and bigger. Now 2.6, 2.8, almost 3 seconds. Is Boyd slowing down? Is he going into the pits this time around? No, just a little bit of a slow by Hogan. Avila now in P2. He's looking to try to make a run to gain some distance on the number 47 of Picotti. Let's take a look at the lap times. 16.027 to 16.032 Avila versus Picotti. So Picotti slightly slower than the second place car of the number 63. So I think he's good. Oh, no, Picotti running faster lap time that time around. But look here, the number 77 is looking to try to make a run on the number 96 of Boyd Hogan. Let's see if he can do it. I'm going to say Vincent wrecked Boyd last night. Ooh, drama. Jerry. Ooh. I think maybe that means Vincent really wants to beat out Boyd then, huh? He's like, you know what? As long as I'm in front of Boyd, we're good. So does that mean that if that's whoa, oh, a little bit of a wiggle from Villa. I got my names wrong for a second there, but good save from Johnny. He's able to collect it up. That gap closed in real quick between him and Hogan, but now since the 63 was able to gather it up, it looks like he's looking to try to make some more ground back up on Picotti. Let's take a look at the gaps here. 4.5 seconds back, so he's still got a lot of track and a lot of time, though. So let's see. Let's see what can be done by these cars. P2 and back. DeCarlo looking to go a lap down. Well, I mean, he's not looking to go a lap down, but the time says it's going to happen. As you can see, the bumper of Vincent Picotti at the top of the screen when it circles around to look down at. There he is. You can see the whole car now. This is not what Picotti wants. This is going to slow him down just a little bit, and this is going to allow Avila to close that gap just a little bit more. And if Villa runs consistently faster than Picotti, you know, that's only math and statistics. It shows he might lose P1. But still, 4.7 seconds back. He's got a little bit of leeway. He's got some time to be patient, work his way around the 00 of Larson, and then ultimately the number 72 of Begg, and then DeCarlo. So as he looks on the outside, wow, he's got 4 cars he's got to work. Hey, thank you for joining the family. Yeah. All right, all right, all right. DeCarlo looks like he's going to go down to the inside. Picotti on the outside. Not for position. Once again, this is to put DeCarlo as a car slides, but no caution yet. Good job saving it, whoever that was. That might have been the number 8 of Daryl Hahn, and this action here is so exciting. I don't know if I want to look away. My event timer didn't get anything, so it won't be a clean transition to it. So we're going to hold on tight as Vincent is now on the inside line trying to get past these guys. That gap is now 4.2 seconds between Picotti and Avila. So Avila, I'm sure, is real happy to see those numbers on his relative getting smaller and smaller. But the problem is, ladies and gentlemen, if Vincent's got to do it, Johnny's got to do it. So you would think these guys, some of them are fighting not to go a lap down. Some of these guys are fighting to not go another lap down. Once the leader passes you, where is your priority? Do you continue to fight strong, or do you just let the faster cars go? As you can see, the gap is now 4 seconds between Picotti and Avila. As Picotti is real hungry to get around DeCarlo. DeCarlo holding on real strong in 5th position. They almost put the whole, they put pretty much everybody up to the top 5 a lap down, now working on entering into the top 5. DeCarlo on the inside. Picotti can't make it happen, but look, 3.9 seconds now by Avila. Let's take a quick peek back and see where Avila is in comparison to the lap cars. You can't even see him yet. So that's good news for Avila, as he can maximize this battle to keep DeCarlo on the lead lap. You can see him way tiny in the back, as this camera is very zoomed out. Kind of gives you a good idea of where everybody is as we zoom back on in here. As Avila still working hard to get around. Picotti working hard to get around DeCarlo. DeCarlo's not ready to be the lucky dog. He wants to make sure that if a caution flies, he can stay on the lead lap so he can pit with the leaders. He does not want to have to be down and at the end of the longest line. So he's working real hard there. The gap between Picotti and Avila, 3.5 seconds, as Avila's working his way through these lap cars. You can see the lap cars that Bacardi had to work through. They're no longer jumbled up. They're all single file now. So this will make it a little bit easier on Avila to get around them. A little bit more predictable of a line to take. But yellow flag is out. It worked out, I believe, for DiCarlo, as I think he just went a lap down as the caution came out. Waiting on the yellow flag to tell me who and why. I think we're going to be looking at the number 8 of Han. And let's just rewind old-fashioned. Take a look. Nope, he was he was leaving the pits. Let's just click through and see if we can find where that caution came from. If people would quit moving around my timer here. Was it the number 17? Don't tell me it was the number 17. I hope it wasn't. He's got right front damage, so it could have been. It was. Oh, it was. Oh, man. I was hoping not. Let's take a look as DiCarlo takes a wild ride with Bacardi on the outside, trying to put him a lap down. He slides coming out of 4. Almost saves it, and then just noses it in. Unfortunately, caution flies because he is a hazard to the rest of them. Multiple people pitting. Looks like a lot of guys wanted those 4 fresh and a full tank of fuel as we are on our 3rd caution. That's crazy. These guys are doing great. Yeah, 3rd caution for 11 laps. That's insane. These guys just know how to make a long run long. I'm going to tell you. These guys ahead of Bacardi, they're all looking to get a lap down. They're having to stay out, which means they're going to be at a deficit. They're either going to have to really drive hard to get back into the pit road. That way they're able to successfully get in the pit lane, or they're going to have to be on old tires. 57 is Stafford. I didn't see his name pop up for pitting. So, yeah, I don't think he's going to have 4 freshers. Looks like the caution lights are off. Yep, they're going to get their wave around. Since the lights are off, that means they have a decision to make. These guys also might have short pitted. Now, keep in mind, I did see a lot of people jumping in and out of the pits under green flag. But with Stafford here in the number 57 being only 1 lap down, I'm not sure if he's on fresh tires or not. Let's see how this all shakes out, ladies and gentlemen, as we are coming to the green flag. That pace car shooting down hard onto the apron, banging up some suspension. Green flag, Bacardi with a good jump. Avila on the outside. Boyd Hogan looking in 3rd. Nice little bit of a spacing here between everybody. Let's take a look back. Oh, we got trouble. The number 66 of Ray Gill and Tyler Justice in the number 77 involved in that. Let's take a quick rewind and let's see what happened here. Looks like the number 77 just got a little bit loose. Yep, backed it into the wall. Nowhere to go for the number 66. Almost taps quite a few people here. Let's pause this real quick. Double back to Tyler Justice, and let's take a look. Go full speed here as he enters turn number 1. Unfortunately, the back end just steps out of it, backs it into the wall, back comes out, hits the 66. 66 locks it up. Tough luck for the number 77 of Tyler Justice. He's definitely a fast one. Again, it's Bristol, baby. We don't really need aerodynamics here. It's all about how is your suspension, how is your overall feel. So this doesn't mean that he is done. It just means that he's at a deficit. But that is good news for everybody who is a lap down. They can now stop and pit. And speaking of, Joe Stafford on number 57, he's coming down pit road. I believe he is also still going to be a lap down. The timer is saying that he's pitted. And I'm still learning things here. So I have a little bit of OCD, not gonna lie. I can pull up pit information, but it's gonna be under a different look than what all of this is, and that bothers me. So 77 comes in to get as much repair as he can on that number 77. These guys are going to have to rack them and stack them and go again. Bacati's going to have to maximize his jump as the leader. Avila is going to have to react in such a fashion that it's not going to put him a little bit behind. He's going to want to make sure that he can build as much momentum going into turn 1. That way he can have competition for Bacati coming out of turn 2. These guys are ready. 4th caution here today at Bristol Motor Speedway. We are in for a treat, ladies and gentlemen, as we are on lap 250 out of 375. Current leader Vincent Bacati, 4 cautions, totaling of 16 laps. As you can see, these guys are door to door under caution. These guys, maybe they're having a conversation. Hey, when are you going to go in the box? Man, I ain't going to tell you that. I need to get out of here. What in the world these guys doing? Ooh-wee. They're ready to roll. They're ready to go. They're saying, you know what? You take me with you. When you go, I'll go, because we're going to be locked and we're going to be ready. Pace car off. These guys still door to door. What does that mean for the green flag? Oh, good job making sure there was no wreck there. Sometimes iRacing does some weird things as Bacati comes out on top. Oh, number 63 of Johnny goes around. Caution is out. Lock her down. Lock her down. Yellow flag. We're going to go ahead and take a look at that just because that happened so dang quick. Let's go on board with Tanner Love in the number 51. Where are you, Tanner Love? Where are you, buddy? There you are. Let's go on board in the roll bar, and we're going to back this up just a little bit. Oh, no, we're not. We're going to hit the wrong buttons. We're going to back this up. Let's see it in real time. He just snaps loose. Good job by Tanner Love getting her down. Caution lights on. Everybody survived except for Avila. He might got a little bit of whiplash, maybe a little bit of a concussion. But you know what? It's no big deal, buddy. You're going to be able to come back. You are currently sitting in 6th position as everybody 8th and back is at least 1 lap down. DeCarlo, lucky for him, this puts him back on the lead lap. So if he can get his car retuned in and ready to roll, he might be able to have something to say at the end of this. Just because I'm a bully, James. Ah, man, weird how that goes to scenic view. Just got to check in, make sure you're still there. Pace lights are still on the pace car. They are now off. Pace car centers itself on the track. We are looking at Bacati in first, Boyd Hogan in second, Tanner Love in third, Caleb Begg in fourth, Tyler Justice in 5th position with DeCarlo in 6th, Avila in 7th. Oh, wait. Yep, he's getting in position. Don't mind him. Yep, he's moving up, getting in front of the lap cars. There he goes. Yep. No, he's in 8th because he's on the outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to be in 6th position. Yep, there we go. Pace car's off. Green flag is now out. Looks like a Bacati with a really good jump. He's able to create some space between him and Boyd Hogan. Boyd Hogan looks to try and minimize that the best he can. Tanner Love making a move on the number 51 as Boyd lost some momentum coming out of the corner there. A little bit of a slide. No big deal. He's able to gather it up. Here comes everybody else. Tyler Justice, number 77. 63 hungry. Oh, 77 around. After a little bit of a tap. Oh, comes right down into Carlo. That's tough luck. Oh, man. Caution flag is out. Let's take a look at this from the start, ladies and gentlemen. Number 63 of Johnny Avila with a really good run on that inside line. Comes up, gives him a little bit of a tap, just enough to upset 77. He goes around, clips the wall, doesn't lock it down, and boom! 17, nowhere to go. That's tough luck, man. I say it everywhere I go. If you are in a wreck, you need to hold your brakes. Be predictable, because that is the only way these guys are going to be able to get around you. As you see here, the 9 slides up to the wall, hits it, and then just expects a clear track. Unfortunately, doesn't get it. Manazzi Major, though. What in the world happened? All right, I'm going to manually look this back. What in the world is going on here? Wait a minute. What is happening? Hold on, we're going to go old-fashioned here, because I saw some things happening here. 47 and the 63, they get into each other right here. Under caution, mind you. He spins it out. S 72 of Bag gets hit down there. What in the world is happening? This is what? We still have laps to go, right? What did I miss? Tyler Justice crashed again. Let's take a look at this. Let's rewind this. As he makes his way around. He spins it out. What is going on? What am I missing? Everybody's in the pits. We are live. Guys, I don't know what's... I don't... Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so confused. The pace car is the only car on the track, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody disconnected. Or is disconnecting. What is going on? I am legitimately confused. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give me a moment. Let me figure out what's going on here. What just happened? I'm knocking everything over. Did they cut the race short? I think they cut the race short. Okay. All right, we figured it out. We figured it out. So let's take a look at the finishing order here. Has been posted. Bacardi with the win. This is unofficial, ladies and gentlemen. Vincent Bacardi with the win. Tanner Love in second. Boyd Hogan in third. Caleb Bagg in fourth. I don't know what to call this. They called it in race. Okay, I can't hear their chat, so, ladies and gentlemen, the race is over. I'm not entirely sure what to, I don't know what to say. It caught me off guard, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. Let's go back to the start of this, just so we have something to look at. And then we'll look at Vincent Bacardi. And we will rear chase it. Hello, Vincent. I'm glad you are here. Would you like to talk about the events? We are. You are not. You are now if you want to be, though. Yeah, in three, two, one. You are now live in the booth, in the broadcast. Why don't you tell me what in the world just happened?
Apparently, no one wanted to run 125 more laps. I could have run 125 more laps, but no one else wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, they could have just gave everybody the lead lap back, right? I mean, how were you feeling out there? I know you said you could run more laps, but you definitely were dominating there until the caution started happening, and then even on the restarts, you just kept on kicking it and holding on strong. Well, what were you feeling out there?
Well, I saved tires from the end of the first stage. I think everyone else just kind of went crazy. They really put their all into winning that first stage, and I think that cooked their tires. And since that thing went green all the way almost to the end of the second stage where we ended the race, I think that it set me up to get a win.
Hang on, we're not going green.
Yeah, that very well could have been it. Yeah, I mean, it was a interesting race to watch. I mean, I slowly watched you come up through the positions and then pick them off one by one. How do you feel with it being called short? I mean, you're still technically the winner, it's just not the full 375 laps.
It's fine. If this thing had stayed green all the way, we ran it all the way to the end, who knows how things could have gone. I could have missed my pit box. I could have made a mistake in pit lane. I could have self-spawn on one of these restarts trying to get it all. I had very not good short run speed. I'll be honest, I had a really hard time controlling the car. I could probably push it to be as fast as those guys short run, but I certainly couldn't keep the car under me consistently. The beginning of the run, I had to kind of wait for about 50 to 60 laps before I was kind of even with the front runners. And then after about 75 laps is where I felt like I was kind of grooving when they were starting to fall off pretty good. So I'm happy we ended it short because I ended up winning the race. Who knows how it would have gone if we stayed green.
No, that's for sure. Well, let me ask you this. Who do you think your biggest competitor, if it were to go green for the full schedule, who do you think your biggest competitor was going to be out there today?
Oh man, it's really tough. Tyler Justice was really strong. It almost seemed like he was the strongest after 10 to 15 laps, where it felt like Boyd and Johnny could really just rip around this track at really, really high speed, like the first 10 to 15 laps. You know what I mean? Like those guys were exceptional for really short runs. I felt like Tyler was pretty close to them and then was better than they were from like 15 to like 50. He really had a way. I was actually watching him, how he drove Tyler, and it was kind of what inspired me to get better that second long run is I just kind of followed how Tyler was driving it into the corner. He would drive it in kind of hard and then brake almost center of corner instead of corner entry, and then turn the car down and get that really strong exit. And that was kind of the line I started taking, and I think that's what gave me the win.
Very well. Well, Mr. Vincent Picotti, is there anyone you want to thank for today's events?
No, just Bus Hoss Motorcycles, which is the sponsor on the car today. That's their home track. They're based in Dyersburg, Tennessee, which is across the state, but this is still their kind of home state track, more or less.
Very cool. Well, Vincent, I appreciate you popping in here and having a chat with us. Congratulations on your win, regardless of if it was the full scheduled laps or not. I mean, we'll just call it a rain day, You made it over halfway. You came out. You dominated towards the end, and good job tonight.
Thank you so much. You have a good one.
You as well, boss man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start winding it down now. I do have some really awesome outro music if you want to stick around and have a chat in the chat for a few minutes. But thank you, everybody, for coming in here, taking a listen to me for 200 and 300, whatever laps we did. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you for the chat follows, you name it. Love every single one of you guys for being here week in, week out. I know a lot of you guys tune in to Wolf's side of things. And next week, I believe we're going to be going to regularly scheduled programs. I believe he's going to be back in the booth, and I should be up there announcing with him. For now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for everything. Thanks for being here. And thank you, drivers, for putting on one hell of a show.
Instagram strings. Neon on the tombstones, quiet in the air. Bike guys dim the lights like a midnight prayer. If you made it this far, you're part of the dream. Thanks for rolling with us, Instagram strings. We laughed in the shadows, we lit up the dark. Turn a simple night into a whole graveyard spark. From the lurkers to the loud ones, every name's the same. Family in the chat, yeah, you help build the flames. Grays start to soften, the chaos winds down. Static fades gentle when the night comes around. But the graveyard don't close, no, it just sleeps. We'll be right back when the next beat creeps. So drop your last emote, let the good vibes stay. Take a little piece of the night your way. One or go, one or beam, say it with me. Mr. Grim Streams. This is the sign off, but it's not goodbye. Just a graveyard resting under neon sky. Keep those memes, keep those dreams. We'll see you next time on Instagram streams. Bike Geist on standby, watching over the gate, saving your spot till the next late date. If you're heading out, travel safe through the night. Take care of yourself, keep your headstones bright. If you feel a shuffle in the fog between, that's the grave gremlin, still lurking unseen. Last warning before you leave her, don't feed her. She'll snag your snacks, then vanish in the mist. Leave you with the grin like how'd I get hit? So laugh it off, toss a wave, set it free. That's just graveyard business, baby. This is the side off, but it's not goodbye. Just the graveyard resting under neon sky. Keep those memes, keep those dreams. We'll see you next time on Instagram streams. If you're new, welcome home. If you're old, welcome back. Every night's a story and you're part of that. Take the kindness where you let the hate stay dead. We keep it light even when it's undead. If you're new, welcome home. If you're old, welcome back. Every night's a story and you're part of that. Take the kindness with you, let the hate stay dead. We keep it light even when it's undead. Neon fades slow, but the vibe stays true. From the graveyard to the real world, much love to you.